Many people spend years believing that their past has already decided the kind of future they will have. They replay old mistakes, painful memories, broken relationships, missed opportunities, and personal failures until those experiences become the lens through which they see every new day. The problem is not that difficult things happened. The problem begins when those moments become a permanent identity instead of temporary experiences. Your past is something you have lived through, but it is not who you are. It is one chapter of your life, not the entire story. Every sunrise brings another opportunity to choose different thoughts, different actions, and a different direction. No matter how long you have carried regret, there is always a moment when you can decide to put it down and move forward with renewed purpose. Think about a seed buried beneath the soil. At first glance, it appears hidden, forgotten, and surrounded by darkness. Yet that same environment becomes the place where new life begins. In the same way, some of the hardest seasons of your life may become the very foundation of your greatest growth. Every challenge teaches patience. Every disappointment builds resilience. Every failure reveals lessons that success could never teach. The experiences that once made you question your strength can eventually become the reason you discover it. Instead of asking why the past happened, begin asking what it has prepared you to become. That single shift in perspective changes everything because it moves your attention away from regret and toward possibility. One of the greatest barriers to personal growth is believing that yesterday's decisions permanently define tomorrow's opportunities. This belief quietly steals confidence and convinces people that they are unworthy of happiness, success, or peace. Yet every successful life is built upon countless moments of learning, adapting, and beginning again. Nobody reaches their destination without making mistakes. The difference is that some people allow mistakes to become excuses, while others allow them to become education. The lessons hidden inside failure are often the tools that build future victories. Every setback carries knowledge that can guide your next step if you are willing to receive it. Your mind becomes stronger when you stop feeding it stories of defeat and begin filling it with hope. Instead of repeating, "I always fail," remind yourself, "I am learning with every experience." Instead of believing, "It's too late for me," choose to believe, "Today is the perfect day to begin again." The words you speak to yourself matter because they shape your expectations, influence your decisions, and determine how you respond to challenges. A hopeful mind sees opportunities where a discouraged mind only sees obstacles. Every encouraging thought becomes another brick in the foundation of a brighter future. Imagine yourself standing before a beautiful mountain at sunrise. Behind you lies a valley filled with old fears, regrets, and disappointments. Ahead of you stretches a path illuminated by warm golden light. You cannot climb the mountain while constantly staring back at the valley. Every step upward requires your attention to remain on the path before you. As you continue climbing, the air becomes clearer, the horizon becomes wider, and your confidence grows stronger. The weight you once carried begins to feel lighter because your focus has shifted from what held you back to what is calling you forward. Quietly remind yourself, "I am free to grow. I am worthy of new beginnings. I choose to believe in the future that is waiting for me." Each day offers another chance to write a new page with courage, gratitude, hope, and unwavering faith in the person you are becoming. Pain is one of the few experiences every person shares, yet not everyone responds to it in the same way. Some allow painful moments to become permanent prisons that keep them trapped in fear, regret, anger, and self-doubt. Others choose a different path. They allow their struggles to become teachers, transforming wounds into wisdom and disappointment into determination. The difference is not found in the amount of pain they experience, but in the meaning they decided to give it. Every difficult season carries a lesson, and when you learn that lesson, the pain begins to lose its power over your life. Instead of asking why something happened to you, begin asking what it came to teach you. That simple shift opens the door to healing and growth. Think about a tree standing through every season. Fierce winds bend its branches, heavy rain soaks its roots, and scorching heat tests its strength. Yet with every challenge, the roots grow deeper, making the tree stronger than before. Human life works much the same way. Every hardship has the potential to strengthen your character if you refuse to surrender your hope. The trials you face today may be preparing you for opportunities that require greater patience, wisdom, and resilience tomorrow. Without challenges, many of the qualities that define greatness would never fully develop. Strength is not built during easy moments. It is formed when you continue moving forward despite uncertainty. Many people unknowingly carry emotional chains created by past experiences. They replay painful memories repeatedly until those memories become their identity. They believe they are forever defined by rejection, failure, betrayal, or loss. But those events describe moments in your life, not the value of your life. What happened to you should never become more powerful than who you are becoming. Every day you have the opportunity to separate your identity from your experiences. You are not your mistakes. You are not your disappointments. You are a person capable of learning, healing, growing, and creating a future that looks nothing like the past you once feared. Imagine yourself standing beside a flowing river after a long storm. The water carries away fallen leaves, broken branches, and everything that no longer belongs on its surface. It never clings to what has already passed. Instead, it continues flowing towards something greater. Your heart was designed to move in the same way. Holding on to bitterness, resentment, or guilt only blocks the peaceful current that wants to carry you forward. Picture warm golden sunlight reflecting across the water as you quietly whisper to yourself, I release what no longer serves me. I welcome healing. I am becoming stronger every day. Feel the burden becoming lighter with every breath, as though the river is gently carrying away everything that has weighed down your spirit for far too long. Pain also develops compassion. When you have walked through difficult valleys, you begin to understand the struggles of others with greater kindness. Your scars become reminders not only of what you survived, but also of the strength that now lives within you. They allow you to encourage someone who feels hopeless because you know what it feels like to search for light in the darkness. The very experience you once wished had never happened may become the source of wisdom that inspires another person to keep going. Your greatest influence often grows out of the battles you refuse to let defeat you. There will be moments when healing feels slow and progress seems almost invisible. Do not mistake slow progress for failure. Just as a garden does not bloom overnight, your inner transformation happens quietly beneath the surface before it becomes visible. Every positive thought, every act of forgiveness, every decision to keep believing, and every step taken with courage is strengthening the foundation of your future. Even on the days when you cannot see dramatic change, something meaningful is happening within you. The seeds of peace, confidence, patience, and hope are taking root deep inside your heart. Picture yourself walking through a peaceful garden at sunrise. The flowers bloom in brilliant colors, the air feels fresh, and gentle rays of light warm your face. Every step reminds you that life continues to create beauty after every season of hardship. The storms did not destroy the garden, they nourished it. In the same way, your difficult experiences can nourish a wiser, stronger, and more compassionate version of yourself if you choose to embrace their lessons instead of remaining trapped by their memories. Quietly affirm, I trust my journey. I choose hope over fear. I welcome the wisdom that every experience has given me. My future is greater than my past, and each new day reveals more of the strength that has been growing within me all along as I continue walking forward with faith, courage, gratitude, and an open heart toward every new opportunity that awaits me just beyond today's horizon. Your future is not created by one extraordinary moment that suddenly changes everything. It is built quietly through the decisions you make every single day. Every choice, no matter how small it seems, becomes a brick in the foundation of the life you are creating. Many people wait for the perfect opportunity, the perfect motivation, or the perfect circumstances before they decide to move forward. They believe that one day everything will feel easier, and then they will begin pursuing their dreams. But lasting transformation does not begin when conditions become perfect. It begins the moment you choose to take responsibility for today. The present moment is the only place where change can truly happen. Yesterday is gone, and tomorrow has not yet arrived. But today is filled with opportunities that can shape the direction of your entire life. Think about a person climbing a mountain. They do not reach the summit with one giant leap. They reach it by taking one steady step after another. Each step may seem small, almost insignificant, but together they lead to an incredible destination. Life works the same way. Reading a few pages of a good book, practicing gratitude each morning, exercising for a short time, learning a new skill, or speaking kindly to yourself may not seem life-changing in a single day. However, when these actions are repeated consistently, they create remarkable results. Success is often hidden inside ordinary routines that are practiced with extraordinary commitment. Many people become discouraged because they focus too much on how far they still have to go. They compare themselves with others and believe they are falling behind. This way of thinking steals joy and weakens motivation. Instead of measuring your progress against someone else's journey, measure it against the person you were yesterday. Even the smallest improvement deserves to be celebrated because growth is not about perfection. It is about becoming a little wiser, a little stronger, and a little more disciplined every day. Every positive decision moves you one step closer to the life you desire. Imagine waking up on a calm morning as the first rays of golden sunlight gently fill the room. Outside, the sky is clear, the air is fresh, and the world feels full of quiet possibilities. Before the noise of the day begins, take a deep breath and remind yourself, today is a new beginning. I choose peace. I choose courage. I choose to move forward. Feel those words settle into your heart. They are not empty phrases. They are choices that guide your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions throughout the day. When your mind begins with hope, your decisions naturally begin to reflect that hope. There will always be distractions trying to pull your attention away from what truly matters. Fear may tell you to wait. Doubt may whisper that your efforts are too small to make a difference. Old habits may invite you back into familiar patterns that no longer serve your future. In those moments, remember that every meaningful achievement was once nothing more than a series of small, faithful decisions. Great lives are rarely built through dramatic moments alone. They are built through quiet consistency when nobody is watching. Every time you choose discipline over excuses, faith over fear, or action over procrastination, you strengthen your character and move closer to your purpose. Picture yourself walking along a peaceful path beside a flowing river. The water never rushes or argues with the rocks in its way. It simply keeps moving forward. Finding a path around every obstacle, your journey can be the same. You do not need to have every answer today. You simply need to keep moving with steady determination. Whisper to yourself, I trust the path before me. I am becoming stronger every day. Every decision I make today is creating a brighter tomorrow. Let those words fill you with confidence as warm sunlight shines across the water and reminds you that every new day carries fresh opportunities waiting to be embraced. The beautiful truth is that your destiny is not determined by the mistakes you made years ago, but by the decisions you are willing to make today. Every act of kindness, every moment of discipline, every choice to forgive, every effort to learn, and every step taken with courage plants a seed for the future you hope to experience. Just as a garden flourishes because someone consistently waters it, your dreams grow when you consistently invest in them with patience and faith. You may not notice dramatic changes overnight, but each positive decision is quietly transforming your heart, strengthening your mind, and preparing you for opportunities beyond anything you once imagined as you continue choosing progress over perfection with unwavering hope and determined purpose. The beliefs you hold about yourself quietly shape nearly every decision you make. They influence how you respond to challenges, how you see opportunities, and how much you believe you deserve happiness, peace, and success. Many limiting beliefs are formed long before we realize they exist. They often begin with painful experiences, harsh words, repeated disappointments, or moments when life did not unfold the way we expected. Over time, those experiences can become silent messages that say, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, I'm too broken, or nothing ever works out for me. The danger is not simply having these thoughts. The danger comes when they become accepted as truth. A belief repeated often enough begins to feel real, even when it has no power beyond the permission you have given it. Imagine carrying an old map that leads only to places you no longer wish to visit. Every road points back to fear, disappointment, and doubt. No matter how hard you walk, the destination never changes because the map itself is guiding you in the wrong direction. Limiting beliefs work the same way. They keep directing your thoughts toward familiar fears instead of fresh possibilities. The wonderful news is that you are not required to keep following that old map. You have the ability to create a new one filled with roads that lead toward confidence, hope, courage, and purpose. The moment you begin questioning the beliefs that have held you back, you begin opening doors that once seemed permanently closed. Your mind is like a garden that faithfully grows whatever is planted within it. If seeds of fear, resentment, and self-doubt are watered every day, those plants will continue to grow until they overshadow everything else. But when you intentionally plant seeds of gratitude, faith, confidence, and possibility, your inner world slowly begins to transform. This change does not happen overnight, but every encouraging thought strengthens the roots of a healthier mindset. Every time you choose hope instead of despair, you are nurturing a future that reflects the thoughts you consistently cultivate. Picture yourself standing in a peaceful garden at sunrise. Gentle golden light spreads across the flowers. The air feels calm, and every breath fills you with quiet strength. As the warm sunlight touches your face, softly say to yourself, I am worthy of good things. I trust the journey ahead. I release every belief that no longer serves me. I welcome new possibilities with an open heart. Feel those words settling deep within you, replacing old fears with a growing sense of peace. Imagine each affirmation becoming a beam of light that dissolves years of doubt, allowing your true potential to emerge little by little. Changing your beliefs also changes the way you interpret life's challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as proof that you cannot succeed, you begin seeing them as opportunities to become wiser and stronger. A difficult season no longer feels like the end of your story. It becomes another chapter preparing you for greater things. When your inner dialogue shifts from defeat to determination, your actions naturally begin to change as well. You become more willing to take healthy risks, learn new skills, forgive past mistakes, and continue moving forward even when progress feels slow. Confidence grows not because life becomes easier, but because your perspective becomes stronger. There will still be moments when old thoughts try to return. Memories may whisper familiar fears, and circumstances may tempt you to believe that nothing has truly changed. During those moments, remember that every transformation requires patience. Just as the sunrise gradually replaces the darkness without rushing, your new beliefs become stronger each time you choose them. Every positive thought weakens an old limitation. Every hopeful decision builds new momentum. Every courageous step proves that your future is no longer being controlled by outdated stories from your past. Now imagine yourself walking toward an open doorway filled with brilliant golden light. Beyond it lies an endless horizon. Clear skies, flowing rivers, peaceful mountains, and a life filled with purpose. As you cross the threshold, feel the weight of fear gently falling away. Whisper once more, I am becoming stronger every day. I choose peace over worry. I believe in the future that is unfolding before me. Let these words become more than encouragement. Let them become the foundation upon which you build every dream, every relationship, every decision, and every new beginning. Knowing that the beliefs you embrace today are already shaping the extraordinary life waiting just ahead of you with limitless hope, unwavering faith, joyful expectation, and unshakable confidence in your own remarkable potential. Moving forward with courage and faith does not mean that fear suddenly disappears or that every obstacle magically moves out of your way. It means making the decision to keep walking even when uncertainty stands before you. Every meaningful journey begins with a single step taken despite doubt. Courage is not reserved for extraordinary people. It is available to anyone who chooses to believe that tomorrow can be better than yesterday. Faith is the quiet confidence that even when you cannot see the entire path, each step you take is leading you toward growth, wisdom, and a brighter future. When courage and faith work together, they create a strength that allows you to rise above circumstances that once seemed impossible to overcome. Many people wait until they feel completely confident before they take action. They believe confidence comes first and action comes later. In reality, confidence is often the reward for taking action despite fear. Every small victory teaches your heart that you are capable of more than you imagined. The first conversation that once felt intimidating becomes easier. The first challenge that seemed overwhelming becomes manageable. The first step toward a dream creates momentum for the next one. Courage grows stronger every time you refuse to let fear make your decisions. It is built through practice, one choice at a time. Imagine standing before a beautiful mountain just before sunrise. The peak is hidden behind soft clouds, and you cannot see the entire trail leading to the top. If you waited until every stone, every turn, and every challenge became visible, you would never begin the climb. Instead, you trust the path beneath your feet. As the golden light of the rising sun slowly spreads across the mountainside, more of the journey becomes clear. Life often unfolds in the same way. You are rarely shown the whole picture at once. You are simply asked to take the next faithful step, trusting that greater clarity will come as you continue moving forward. Fear has a way of making tomorrow seem larger than your strength. It whispers that you are not ready, not experienced enough, or not worthy of the life you desire. Yet fear has never been an accurate measure of your potential. It only reflects the uncertainty of stepping into something new. Every person who has ever achieved meaningful growth has faced moments when the future looked uncertain. The difference is that they refused to let uncertainty become a permanent stopping place. They understood that every breakthrough begins where comfort ends. Every open door first requires the courage to leave the familiar behind. Picture yourself walking through a peaceful garden filled with warm sunlight. The air is calm, birds sing gently in the distance, and a flowing river moves steadily beside the path. Each step feels lighter than the last because you are no longer carrying the weight of constant worry. Quietly say to yourself, I am safe. I trust the journey ahead. I am stronger than my fears. Every step I take is leading me towards something beautiful. Allow those words to settle deep within your heart. Feel healing energy surrounding you like a gentle breeze, reminding you that you do not have to face life's challenges alone. There is a quiet strength growing inside you with every decision to keep believing. There will be days when progress feels slow and your destination seems far away. Those are the moments when faith becomes most valuable. Faith reminds you that seeds grow beneath the soil long before anyone sees the first sign of life. Just because you cannot immediately see results does not mean nothing is happening. Every act of patience is strengthening your character. Every decision to remain hopeful is preparing your heart for greater opportunities. Like a river that continues flowing around every obstacle, your journey continues even when temporary difficulties appear along the way. As you continue walking, imagine reaching an open field where the horizon stretches farther than you have ever seen before. The sky is clear, the sunlight is warm, and endless possibilities seem to welcome you forward. Behind you are the fears that once held you back, but they grow smaller with every step you take. Ahead of you are new relationships, fresh opportunities, unexpected blessings, and moments of joy you cannot yet imagine. Whisper once again, I choose courage over fear. I choose faith over doubt. I welcome every new beginning with an open heart. Let these words become a quiet promise to yourself, allowing every sunrise, every open door, every flowing river, and every step toward the infinite horizon to remind you that your greatest victories are often waiting just beyond the place where you decided not to give up, but to keep moving forward with unwavering hope, quiet confidence, enduring peace, and an unshakable belief in the incredible future that is already unfolding before you. Every new beginning starts long before your circumstances change. It begins the moment you decide that your past will no longer have the final word over your future. Many people believe they need perfect conditions before they can start over, but the truth is that confidence is not found in perfect circumstances. It is found in the decision to move forward despite uncertainty. A new beginning is not about pretending the past never happened. It is about believing that what lies ahead is greater than what has been left behind. Every sunrise is a reminder that life was designed to begin again. The darkness of the night does not stop the morning from arriving, and in the same way, yesterday's disappointments cannot prevent tomorrow's opportunities unless you allow them to. There are moments when life invites you to step through a door that has never been opened before. At first, that door may seem intimidating because everything beyond it is unfamiliar. Your mind may remind you of previous failures, missed chances, or painful memories. It may suggest that staying where you are is safer than risking another disappointment. Yet growth has never been found inside the walls of fear. It has always existed just beyond them. Every meaningful achievement begins with someone choosing to believe that the future is worth pursuing, even when the outcome cannot yet be seen. Confidence grows every time you answer that invitation with courage instead of hesitation. Imagine standing at the edge of a peaceful valley as the first golden rays of sunlight rise above the mountains. The cool morning air fills your lungs, and everything around you feels fresh and full of possibility. The path ahead winds gently through green fields, flowing rivers, blooming gardens, and open spaces that stretch toward an endless horizon. As you take your first step, you notice that the heavy weight you carried for so long begins to disappear. It is replaced by a quiet sense of hope. Whisper gently to yourself, I welcome this new beginning. I trust that good things are coming into my life. I am worthy of every opportunity waiting for me. Allow those words to settle deeply into your heart as though they have always belonged there. Beginning again also requires forgiveness. Sometimes the person you need to forgive most is yourself. You may still carry regret over choices you wish you had made differently or opportunities you allowed to pass by. But holding on to guilt only keeps you connected to a version of yourself that no longer exists. You have grown since then. You have learned lessons that could only come through experience. The wisdom you possess today is evidence that you are not the same person you once were. Instead of criticizing yourself for what you did not know, appreciate how far you have come. Every lesson has shaped you into someone stronger, wiser, and more prepared for what lies ahead. A beautiful garden does not bloom because every season is gentle. It blooms because it continues growing through rain, wind, and changing weather. Your life follows the same pattern. Difficult seasons have strengthened your roots even when you felt like nothing was happening. Patience has quietly been developing within you. Compassion has deepened. Resilience has grown stronger. The challenges you once believed were holding you back may have actually been preparing you for blessings that require greater character and maturity. Trust that every season has served a purpose, even if you only understand it after looking back. As you continue moving forward, choose to release the habit of expecting disappointment. Many people unknowingly carry old expectations into new opportunities. They assume that because something failed before, it will fail again. Yet every day is different. Every conversation is different. Every opportunity is different. Life is constantly presenting fresh possibilities to those who remain open enough to receive them. Replace fearful expectations with hopeful anticipation. Tell yourself, I am open to receive unexpected joy. I choose peace over worry. I believe wonderful things are already making their way toward me. These gentle affirmations begin changing not only your thoughts, but also the energy with which you approach each new day. Picture yourself walking through a magnificent archway filled with warm golden light. Beyond it lies a landscape unlike anything you have ever imagined. Crystal clear rivers flow peacefully beside vibrant gardens filled with colorful flowers. Majestic mountains rise beneath clear blue skies, while sunlight fills every corner with warmth and healing energy. You feel completely supported, completely safe, and completely free to become the person you have always longed to be. There is no pressure to be perfect, only an invitation to keep growing one step at a time. Every breath fills you with gratitude. Every step strengthens your confidence, and every moment reminds you that your transformation has already begun. The life you have been hoping for is no longer something far away, but something you are creating through your thoughts, your choices, your faith, and your willingness to embrace each new day with an open heart, quiet confidence, joyful expectation, and the unwavering belief that your brightest chapter is unfolding right now with endless possibilities waiting to be discovered.